All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with GEC NASCAR. We're going to be out here with the NPC Cup Series for the Down and Out 175 at Richmond. This is going to be an amazing race. Up in the booth, I do have Austin Swanson. Austin, how we doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing amazing. This is my first time out here at Richmond, so I'm looking forward to some new sights, some new podium finishers, and hopefully a lot of green flag racing.
Yeah, as we've seen in the Truck Series, this is a very technical track, very slick. Those guys weren't able to muster up a whole lot of green flag stops, but they still did an amazing job out there, doing the best they could. It's such a difficult track to run. Going in too hard, you're going to run into a little bit of slippage, and coming out too hard, you're going to also feel that same tire wear and slip. You could go around very easily at this track, as we've seen in the practice and also in the truck race, like I said. But we're looking forward to, yes, absolutely, as many green flag stops as these guys can muster up. All right.
Like 23 drivers out on the track, so we have a nice field, pretty consistent with what we've had over the weeks here. I know Richmond is a little bit scary for some of these drivers, especially being a day race and the track being a lot warmer than a lot of these guys are used to. So definitely some shaky feelings coming into it, so we'll have to see if that translates to the way they race on the track.
Well, as we go to last week, it looks like Wesley Lynch was able to clutch that victory in Richmond, doing an amazing job. We're going to go ahead and take a look. Wesley Lynch in first place, somehow able to clutch Charlotte. Charlotte, obviously a very iconic track at NASCAR. Most of the time they're all-star race, but doing a great job out there. And then it came Bryce Fontaine in second place and Mason Tomlinson in third. As far as our driver standings go, right at the moment, it looks like Wesley Lynch and Thomas Coonan are the only ones locked into the playoffs as far as wins go. We're going to go ahead and move on to the point-in drivers. The point-in drivers, fourth place is going to be Kern. Third place is going to be Kern. Fourth is Shane Cochran. Fifth is Joseph Barrow. Seventh is going to be Justin Harris. Sixth, Justin Harris. 7, Caleb Ellswick. 8 for Tommy K. And then we got 9th for Joshua Barr. And then 10th for Klaus Brahm. A lot of competition up there, Austin, in that top 10, man.
Oh, absolutely. We got a ton of great racers with us this season. The competition is tighter than we've seen it in a very long time, especially at this point in the season. So I'm definitely looking forward to see what we have going into here to race 7, knowing that we only have 3 weeks after this to make a difference and make it into the playoffs.
Well, a lot of these drivers are looking really strong out in practice. Obviously, they're out there qualifying right now, laying down those laps. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got so far. Thomas Coonan up in that top spot. He said he was feeling really good tonight out here, so it's definitely showing out on the track. I expect to see a lot out of him tonight. We also have Tyler K in that number 8. He's going to be rolling around in second place, riding on the outside of Coonan. We got Gallman in third place in that 71. He's going to be working his way down on the bottom side with Coonan, it looks like. Gallman and Coonan, they're going to have to work together to try to see if they can make a gap on that outside line. Justin Harris in that 4th spot. He's going to be behind Tyler K in that number 8. They're going to be competing against the inside line to see who can make it off turns 1 and 2 the fastest and get ahead of everybody. But there, following up is going to be Shane Cochran. He's going to be taking up that 5th spot in that 86. Still got a couple drivers that are out on the track currently. We got this 41 of Klaus Brahms putting down his last piece of his lap right there. And we also have David Culleton. He's going to be out there rolling around, seeing what kind of time he can get. Fortunately, like I said, it's looking a little slick out there. Getting into the gas too early is going to be devastating for these drivers. Jay Marion looks like he's getting out there for the first time. He's going to need to make it quick because they only allow 5 minutes for that qualify time. He's only got like 1 minute to go on that. It looks like he's starting off a little slow, unfortunately, but he might be able to pick it up here in a moment. Marian's first time is not going to be enough. He's going to have to significantly increase that to be able to put himself up into the top 10 or top 5. That was a 23:07. He did go ahead and make it to the middle of the pack in 13th with a 22.5. Good for him. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all our drivers have now qualified. You see the point standings right there. We're going to go ahead and wait for that grid up, and then we're going to go ahead and go live to our national anthem. Just to show a little bit of information for the track, for the NPC down and out 175 at Richmond, it's going to be our normal weather as we've seen all season already. We got 72 degrees, 0 moisture, partly cloudy with 1 mile an hour winds. This is going to be, like I said, 100 or 250 laps, 1.72 miles per lap. These guys are in for 175 miles. Long race, so I hope these guys can keep themselves together, get separated from some of these drivers, and get some decent runs out there for them. I look forward to seeing it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you all for being here. We're going to go ahead and kick it off with our national anthem. We'll see you back out on the track.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back out on the track as these drivers start to get going here at Richmond. This is going to be an amazing race, Austin. I can't wait.
Oh, I am excited. Again, my first time here, so I have no idea what to expect, and I did not get a chance to watch much of the practice, so I am going solely off what I have heard come out of the drivers' mouths, and it has definitely been all over the place. So we will see if they can keep it together. I'm excited to see some amazing saves.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be in for some good saves, but also I think these guys are going to be able to separate pretty good. If we see anything, it may be some single cars, but I don't think, hopefully we don't see like nothing crazy.
Plenty of experience out there on the track. Crazy is something we've definitely seen here at GEC every once in a while, but with the rise in experience that some of these veterans have, especially now who've been racing with us for a couple seasons, they definitely know how to handle themselves on the track. So I feel like we will definitely see some safe driving, maybe a poor decision here and there, but overall, we know what to expect from these guys.
Well, as we come around for the last time, ladies and gentlemen, pace car is about to come off of the track. We are about to go green flag racing here at Richmond for the first time in the Cup Series. Here we go, green flags out. Thomas Kuhn, Tyler K battling it out to the front. As we see a little bit of separation from the 23 and the 8. '23 looking great in that scrubbing bubbles paint job. I love it.
Definitely clean.
Let's go ahead and check out what's going on towards the back. 86 right there, driving out with Shane Cochran. He's going to be, 66 pops out a little bit. He's going to be dropping down low. 86 is going to be passing Ellswick up on the top side. Looks like the 97 is dropping back a little bit of Andrew Lons. He's going to have the 17 right there. 48 is going to take that spot away. They're going to be moving up to Joseph Barrow in that BDRN, that 4, that pixelated 4. I'm not sure if it was supposed to look like that, but I like it. It looks cool. 48 looking to get up behind Barrow to take that spot. As we didn't even do it in the beginning, Austin, who you got for tonight?
Ooh, I'm going to have to actually go with Mr. Scrubbing Bubbles himself, Coonan. We know what he's capable of. We have not seen it here for a couple weeks. He has had some very poor luck, and I know he is still sitting up at the very tippy top of that point standings right now, but I think he has it in him to at least put another race under himself before the end of the season.
No, absolutely. He's won one race so far, been on the podium several times. Great racer, and we expect to see him up front. Barrow getting into the wall a little bit, taking a little bit of front right damage right there. Still able to maintain with 41 of Klaus Brahm on his outside, 33 of Lynch approaching the back right there. Honestly, if I was to go with somebody tonight, I think Tyler K might have it. Tyler K in the 8, he's due a podium. He's due to get up there and take his first win. I think we may see a new winner tonight.
Yeah, I'd always love to see it. Seeing a nice spread of winners at the end of the season brings me almost as much joy as watching one driver take over the entire season and grab all those wins for himself.
Looks like Menchaca of the 32 is showing in the pits at the moment. Not sure what happened with him. Might have to get an interview with him and see what's going on. 48 of Cheshire trying to fight for that 6th spot to get up to Shane Cochran in that brand new 86 paint job. Nice green he picked there. I like that paint job Shane Cochran's rocking. Looks good. Ten laps in and we already have a lot of action going on. These guys are doing a great job of keeping themselves separated and just running their own races. This track is difficult enough, Austin, without having to race side by side with somebody the whole time.
Oh, absolutely. I did take a chance to actually look back there during that last short break. Looks like the 32 actually got into contact with another vehicle after some, can't tell if it's just the car physics and the air getting sucked up on the quarter panel, or if we had our best friend Netcode up here.
And as we've seen netcode in the past, it's been pretty devastating for some drivers. Like I was saying before, that new iRacing update had really affected the way the netcode was. You could, in some of our races, you could fit a whole car between them.
Oh, definitely some egregious netcode that I've seen. And in all of my time here at GEC and working with iRacing, I've definitely seen some netcode. But this season post update, you're right. There have been times where I could fit myself between these vehicles, and they still seem to be making some sort of contact.
Well, as nothing has really changed up front, Thomas Kuhn, Tyler K trying to chase down Thomas to get that front spot. Thomas has now created a small gap for himself. He's 0.6 ahead of the number 8 at the moment. Justin Harris also fighting his way around with the 71 of Kenneth Gallman right behind him. Let's go ahead and ride around with Kenneth Gallman real quick and see what he's seeing inside that car. Crazy track. Awesome drivers out there doing an amazing job. Gallman's right there with the number 7 side by side going into the turns. They know coming out of those turns you really got to be really careful. Wow. Some amazing racing going on. Looks like Gallman was able to get a little bit of an advantage coming into that turn 1 and 2 right there. He's going to go ahead and take that spot away, taking that third. Justin Harris, he's not going to give up. He's right behind him. We'll ride around with a couple of drivers for a moment. Ride around with Sprouse. We were just with Ellswick there for a second. Sprouse, Chad Ashley, keeps switching back and forth. We'll go ahead and go back up above. Sprouse having a hard time trying to catch up to Ashley. Ashley creating a good gap for himself. Looks like he is going to be able to get up there for that Tachyon Sim Sports. Oh, big slowdown by Ashley right there. 17 right up on his backside. .32 back down on the bottom of the track again. Not sure what's going on with Menchaca. I think he went back down into the pits. I'm not sure. I hope he's okay. Looks like he's making his way back out onto the racing surface, so that's good. Sprouse going to pass him on that outside right there. Hoonan now 1 second ahead of our second place of Tyler K in that number 8. Number 8 getting into a little bit of lap traffic right there with the 92 up in front of him, Scott Yancey. 71 down low on the 3. 3 also going to be a lap down as well. Looks like the 92 and the 3 are doing a great job of keeping out of the way, just trying to run their own side. Oh, into the wall a little bit goes the number 3, but he's able to maintain it. Trying not to get in front of that 66 right there. These guys are doing some great racing.
Oh, 20 laps, 21 now into the race. And so far, everything is exactly what we're looking for. These guys are holding it down, keeping it safe, not making extravagant moves well before they should. It's going well so far. Again, knocking on wood here, but I like it.
It did look like the 92 of Scott Yancey got really loose in that last corner back there. He had to lock it up.
Definitely getting to the point where tires are going to start to affect.
86, and Shane Cochran in that Mountain Dew. Oh, 92 locks him up again coming out of the turn. He's going to have to be real careful with those tires. The more he locks them up like that, the slicker they're going to get. 33 of Lynch right behind him right now. He's going to be looking to fight his way up to Chris Campbell in that 52. Wesley Lynch able to get around the 92. 32 of Menchaca now side by side with the Scott Yancey in the 92. I was going to say the Yancey brothers. That's
Close.
33 of Lynch up behind the 52 trying to take that spot away. Definitely could see the different breaking points right there. 97 of Andrew Lawns in the 10th spot, not trying to give up to Chris Campbell. Chris Campbell swerves right there in front of the 33, gets down low. Coonan steadily increasing that gap to now 1.3 seconds on second place to Tyler Kay in the number 8. Looks like Gallman's putting a lot of pressure on that number 8 of Tyler. Gallman says he wants that second spot and he's going to fight for it. Gallman also 1 second in front of his counterpart in the 4th spot, number 7 of Justin Harris. Justin Harris, he's going to be fighting pretty hard here in a moment as Ellswick starts to approach his back. Here we go back with Andrew Lawns in that 10th spot. He's going to be in a little bit of traffic right here. 17 of Sprouse checking up. 99 is going to be on the outside of David Culleton. He's now going to be 1 lap down. Three wide right there. Good job. They keep it straight. .33 was able to get that position from the 52 of Chris Campbell. Wesley Lynch up now in 11th spot. Going to be looking to hunt down Andrew Lawns in the 10th spot in that 97. 52 is going to be fighting back with the 33, trying to get that spot back. 33 is going to carry a little bit of speed coming off there, trying to catch up to that 97. They're also 97's trying to look on the inside of 17 of Sprouse. .97 definitely got a smaller difference in braking points right there. You could tell how much he went up compared to the 33. 33 slowed down a good chunk. Looks like the number 4 is battling it out with the 96 right now. He's got lap traffic of Scott Yancey on the outside. They're going to be trying to pass him. Barrow is in 15th place right now after that contact with the wall in the beginning. Contact with the wall right there. The 99 and the 92, 2 lapped vehicles getting into the wall. They're able to maintain it and get back to racing again. 92 slowing down a little bit. Checking up for that 99. '89 of Brad Wilson showing up on the screen for the first time tonight, trying to get to that Justin Openchowski in the 96. Justin Openchowski, his partner is the 97 of Andrew Lawns. Oh, Andrew Lawns had to check up right there. 17 of Sprouse diving down low. Andrew Sprouse gets loose. Oh, he gets into Andrew Lawns. We have turn. There's no way they recovered that. Oh, man, that is really unfortunate. Really great racing going on out there. I think we almost seen our first green stop pit. That is going to bring out our first caution with Scott Yancey and the 97 of Andrew Lons. Go ahead and take a look at that yellow. Oh, I'm way off. Sorry about that, everybody. There we go. Let's bring that back a little bit so just get a better perspective of what happened coming through there. Obviously, it seemed like he knew the car was a little loose right there, so he stayed in the middle. And then came right down into him. Unfortunately, Sprouse is going to wind up taking that flag most likely. Let's go ahead and take a look from the 17's perspective. Looks like, yeah, coming out of that turn, he just got a little loose. He tried to avoid the 33. No contact with 33, but Andrew Lons with the front end is no good. Sorry to see that for the 97. He's going to go ahead and be in the pits. I think he's got a fast repair, but I don't know if he's going to opt in to use it. He might just repair the vehicle. Does look like he is not opting to use the fast repair. That was a pretty hard hit into the wall. I hope he's okay. His partner, Justin Openchowski, now coming out of the pits as well. Barrow now coming out. Haynes still into the pits. Amazing racing so far. What do you think, Austin?
So far, so good. I mean, hey, we made it halfway through stage 1 before the first caution came out, and honestly, it was the 17 car just trying to save it, and he fully admitted fault immediately. So far, I'm impressed, especially coming off of Tuesday's tough truck race. I like what I see so far. Hopefully, this is not the cascade that we all expect.
No, exactly. Now that these guys all got tires, you know.
I should be looking at a fairly clean 30 laps coming into stage here, but I'm not going to hold my breath.
Well, and these guys are all grouped back up again. They're not separated anymore. Hopefully we still see that forgiveness that we've seen up until this point during the race. But we're about to go ahead and get restarted here at Richmond. It's going to be Tyler K up front, Thomas Coonan up front. He's going to go ahead and choose that inside lane, and the number 8 is going to be on the outside of Tyler K. Pace car is about to come off the track here in a moment, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to go back green flag racing. Here we go. Green flag is out. Thomas Coonan gets a small little jump right there, as we can see. Drivers trying to race their way back around to catch up to that pack before it gets too bad. 23 of Coonan in that scrubbing bubbles.
Copy 97-17, black clear.
Great restart on their part. 48 down low, 86 of Cochran in that Mountain Dew. He's trying to push his way around. Cochran trying to fight his way up into the top 5 for the first time tonight. He's looking to chase down Gallman. Gallman losing 2 spots on that last pit stop, unfortunately. Gallman shuffling back. We got 2 drivers shuffling back. Lynch, it looked like, was involved. We're going to go ahead and that is going to be our second down and out caution for the night. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what happens. Oh my, I'm at the wrong caution. Looks like the 86 got into the wall right there as well. Might have caused Cochran to, or I might have caused Lynch to adjust what he was doing. Oh, Lynch was loose going in, corrected it 2 times. Oh, and yeah, that was it right there. He tried to avoid the 86 up into the wall. Doesn't look like anybody else made contact with him. So if that's all it's going to be, I'll take that. That wasn't bad. I hate to see it for Lynch, though. He was loose coming in and out of that turn. Those fresh tires really got him on edge, it looks like.
All right, unfortunate there for the 86 getting into the wall, but he went ahead and claimed that as his own.
Well, as it had to do with the correction of the 86, Lynch went around, but I don't know. I don't know if that was actually him or if the caution came out because of Lynch. I'm not sure.
I believe if, which of course we're going to look at it after the race anyway, the logs are more than likely going to show slow car on the 33 for the reason the caution came out. But from my first impression of it, I definitely see the 33 about to lose it, and then definitely also trying to avoid the 86 slowing up as he makes contact with the wall there. So if anything,
Yeah.
I'd call it an honorable claim by the 86, assuming his collision with the wall could have been avoided and then caused that. So it will take it.
Well, that's you know, I think that might even be the first claim for the 86 this season. Always a clean driver. I haven't really seen any issues, so definitely a genuine mistake on his part. So we look forward to seeing him recover from this. Here we go. Lights are going to be back off the pace car. Thomas Coonan still out front in that P1. Tyler K in the number 8 has been his strongest competitor all night. So hopefully he can keep up with him on this restart. Tyler K is going to have that number 66 up in the front in top 5 in P4 right now, I believe, going to be right behind him. And the number 7 of Harris is going to be back up in the 3rd spot behind Thomas Coonan. Here we go. Pace car is going to be off the track. We're going to go back to the green flag wave here in a moment. Green flag. As restarts are always going to be the hardest thing to do in racing. These guys are going to have to separate themselves from each other to see if they can run their own lines. Ah, 66 dives from underneath the 77. Looks like he's going to be looking to look down low. These guys are just going to have to stay as calm as they can. 66 checking up for the 7 right there. Clearly different braking points on them. '71 down low on that 48 of Cheshire. Cheshire is going to go ahead and keep that position for the moment. 71 of Gallman trying to fight him off. Epic battle for 5th place right now. Gallman trying to scratch his way in front. He's just not able to maintain that from down low, but Cheshire looks like he took a bad line on that one, giving Gallman the advantage. Gallman's going to go ahead and take that spot away. Gallman now in 5th. '66 down low. Something happened to him. He's going to be running a little bit slower on that lap. 52 now around Cheshire. Campbell now gets around Cheshire. He's going to go ahead and take that 6th spot. Cheshire's fighting back. He's not wanting to give it up very easily. Almost a little bit of contact. Cheshire slows it up a little bit, allowing the 52 to go ahead and take that spot away. 52 and Chris Campbell is now going to be in 6th. 48 is going to be in 7th. Well, I can tell you, Austin, you can't be disappointed with some green flag runs. These guys showing a different level of talent tonight here at Richmond on this very, very technical track. Probably one of the most technical on the entire NASCAR circuit. Go ahead and check in with our leaders. Thomas Coonan is now 0.6 in head of second place to Tyler Kay in that number 8. Tyler Kay creating his own little bit of distance between Harris right there. Harris able to maintain that bumper. They're only arm's reach between each other, so from, it looks like all the way down to 3rd place is only a second to front. So very tight racing out here. A lot of competition. As these guys start to get back into the groove, they're starting to separate out a little bit and starting to run their own races. Justin Openchowski up into the top 10 for the first time tonight. Doing an amazing job of keeping that Dexcom 96 up front. A little bit of a checkup with the 52, 48 slowing down, 54 as well. These guys are all going to maintain, doing a great job.
Dang, I thought we were about to lose it there again. I heard Reckon on the backstretch, but he kept it under control and tight against that inside wall.
.48 down low on the 52. 52, it's Chris Campbell slowing up a little bit, allowing that 48 to take that 5th spot away. Chris Campbell going to be trying to fight back to get into the top 5. Number 4 of Joseph Barrow breaking into the top 10 for the first time today. I'm going to call it the blurry number 4.
He's definitely pushing and shoving his way through.
Barrow mixed up in that little incident in the beginning, getting into the wall. Looks like he was able to recover nicely. Got his BDR on teammate right behind him of Wesley Lynch. They're going to be fighting back and forth. Lynch not putting a whole lot of pressure on Barrow. Barrow wiggling a little bit right there coming out of the turn. They're going to have to watch out because Lons is going to be right back there behind him. He's going to be looking to get as many spots as he can so he can get ahead of Elliott and get that wave around. Lons now going to be 1 lap down, unfortunately. Looks like the exciting Cam wants to follow the teammates. They're pushing each other pretty hard back and forth. Doing a great job of maintaining that momentum, trying to keep themselves towards that top 10. And what was stages again, Austin?
Stages are 70 and 140.
70 and 140. We're about to hit that right here in a moment. We're about to see who's going to take some points for this stage. Coming around for the second to the last time.
And we are 1 to go for the end of stage 1. Thomas Coonan with a very healthy 1.8 second lead coming into the end of the stage.
He's starting to get back up into that lap traffic. The number 3 and the number 99 up in front of him. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be stage 1 here at Richmond. Drivers that are going to receive points for this stage are going to be Thomas Coonan, Tyler Kay, Justin Harris, Caleb Ellswick, Cheshire, Campbell, Ashley, Openchowski, Marion, and Barrow are all going to get stage points. Great to see Barrow up there in the stage points as well. Great race so far. These guys have put out a lot of competition and talent just to keep these cars straight. As we go ahead, let's just bring somebody up for a quick interview. We're going to make it real fast. Go ahead and bring up our good buddy, the number 66. How we doing tonight?
I'm doing all right, bud. How about yourself?
We're getting there, man. We're really getting there. It's been an amazing race from up in the booth so far. How's it going out on the track?
I mean, I think all of us are just really just kind of light-footing it around here where you pretty much, the only chance to pass right now is pretty much on the first 10, 15 laps of your tires. Then once the temps get up, it's kind of just everybody's riding around surviving, waiting for somebody to slip up.
Well, you guys are doing an amazing job. A lot of talent goes into what you guys are doing out there, keeping those cars straight. Truck Series and Cup Series are obviously two different series, but the track still seems pretty consistent with the slickness.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the morning temps or what, but yeah, it's definitely slick. I think everybody's just being super cautious, which is good to see. But unfortunately, some of us are still getting a little loose here, and I think 71 got caught up in my mess there, so I apologize to him. But hopefully he'll get the lap back there. But yeah, it's been everybody just kind of has to survive here a little bit, and I think we're all trying to be super patient and just trying to see what the tires can do and kind of learn more for the end of the race. It's a lot of laps.
Oh, yeah, the give and take has been amazing so far. We've seen it from up in the booth all night. Obviously placing pretty well in that last stint for the stage, man, bringing home some points for IT and out. We look forward to seeing what you can do for the rest of the race.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, the stage points was is huge for us. We need as many points as we can. We've not had the best season, but we're getting better here. So hopefully we can keep up doing more here. It's going to get interesting here with this guy staying out here. So see what happens.
Yes, sir. Well, good luck out there, Ellswick. We look forward to seeing you in the winner's circle.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, number 66, just giving us a little bit of heads up of what's going on. Brad Wilson is now going to go ahead and lead us off in that 89, with Thomas Coonan going to be on the outside. Brad Wilson's first time up here for the restart. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Green flag. Wilson with a decent little jump right there. He's going to go ahead and be 18 spots up from where he started. That's going to be a little bit of a checkup for him right there, checking up on that inside line with the number 8 behind him. He's going to slow that inside down a little bit. They're going to go ahead and cut it 3 wide coming into the tri-oval right there. 89 in the middle, 66 on the outside. Just got done talking with the 66. A lot of give and take out there. These guys are doing really, really well. Thomas Coonan goes around. The 23 just went around. He's going to be our leader and the one that has taken the most laps for today. He's led every lap today, actually. Not what you wanted to see for him. Hopefully he didn't take too much damage. Oh, he's self-spun in there. That sucks. Only looks like he didn't take a whole lot of damage, though. Only tapping that inside of the rear right there and then coming up and tapping that right front. Hopefully he didn't take any wheel damage from that. It's going to be a single car incident, thank God. But not what you wanted to see for our leader, Thomas Coonan. Can't say it for Justin Harris. He's been fighting up front with Thomas Coonan all day, as has Tyler K. They're looking forward to getting their spots up there. But Caleb Ellswick is now going to be in the second spot. This is going to be our 4th down and out caution for the night, including our stage caution. But that's all right. These guys got a lot more driving to go. A lot more competition. Justin Harris is going to go ahead and start us off for this restart. Caleb Ellswick, like I said, in second place. He's going to go ahead and try his luck on that outside line. Inside line not getting a huge jump on that last one. Looks like we got some drivers that are still... Oh, Richard Elliott just came out of the pits in the 0-2. He's still going to be on that lead lap. Sprouse is in the pits. Not sure what's going on with him. As we get back to double file, we're coming around for the last corner here for the next restart. We expect to see some green flag out here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 7 and 66. Battle it out. Looks like the 7, he's going to go ahead and drop into the corners. 66 looks like he's got the same idea, doing the same exact thing. '77 creates a little bit of a gap for himself right there in front of the 66 of Caleb Ellswick. Tyler K looking to come up from behind right there, looking on the outside of Caleb Ellswick. Can't make it happen on this corner. He might try to make it happen on the next one. Looks like the 48 of Cheshire is also up there, putting a little bit of pressure on that number 8. Brom fighting his way up into the top 10, looking to take that spot from Wesley Lynch in the number 33. Lynch in the 8th spot. 89 shoots down low. He's going to be on the inside of Brad Wilson trying to fight to get back up into the top 10. Oh, sorry. Brad Wilson is in the top 10. Looking to get that 9th spot away. Looks like I seen a car get turned back there. Let's go ahead and see if we can go back and take a look. I think it might have been the 86. 86 and the 4 get together on that last one. Cochran able to cover somehow. Hold up. Let's go back and look at that.
Couple of veterans getting into each other. And just like that, we have a full course caution.
Wow. Hell of a recovery by the 4 and the 86. Looks like Culleton is going to go ahead and be the only one involved in that last caution. For another down and out caution here at Richmond. This
Poppy,
is going to mark number
claim, thank
5. 99 looks like he was coming out of turn 1 and 2 and just got sideways. Barrow almost misses him right there. Looks like it was just going to be a self spin on Culleton's part. No damage on any of the other vehicles, thank goodness. Good job on him on maintaining that spin. It's been exciting. I'm having a lot of fun. These guys are doing a great job.
So far, so good. Yeah, I'm fairly impressed. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna have to RTC real quick.
Yes, sir. If anybody doesn't know what RTC means, that's going to be race traffic control. Looks like Justin Harris is going to maintain that front spot. Caleb Ellswick is going to be right behind him. I should have pulled somebody up. I should have interviewed somebody. I don't think we have enough time now, unfortunately. Sprouse still in the pit. Looks like he is going to be done for the night, unfortunately. These guys go back double file. 7 is going to be on the inside. 66 on the outside. 52 is going to be helping the 7 try to push forward. 11 is going to be behind that 66 of Jay Marion. A lot of GC veterans up front. 7 going to be a rookie here at GC. Let's see what he's got. Green flag's up in the air, and we're waving. Green flag's out. Justin Harris and Caleb Ellswick battle it out through the front stretch. Justin doing the same thing he did last time by holding that down. Coming into 1 and 2, 7 still maintaining that little bit of a distance in front of the 66. '66 closing that gap up. He's looking at the bumper of the number 7. Looking to take that spot away. Let's go ahead and check out what's going back here. 23 of Thomas Coonan on the outside of the 48. 92 jumps up in front of Thomas Coonan. He's going to have to use a little bit of patience to get around these cars. You want to give the 92 a little bit of room. He's already had a couple issues with locking it up. You don't want to be putting too much pressure on someone. 3 wide with the 48, 92, and 23. They make it out alive. That is amazing. These guys are killing it out there. '48 still on the inside of 23. 23 wiggles a little bit right there, scaring the 48. He almost taps the wall. Culleton now coming back out of the pits. Oh, 48 taps the wall right there. You're going to have to be careful. You don't want to cause any kind of wheel damage. Wheel damages can be very, very bad on a track like this. There they go, battling back and forth. 23 still on the inside of that 48 car. 48 falling back a little bit. Shane Cochran is now going to be on his inside, racing towards the front with I almost said Shane Coonan. With Thomas Coonan. Thomas Coonan going to be outside of 41 of Klaus Brahm. Brad Wilson getting passed up by that 86. Brad Wilson's going to try to get back up into the top 10. Losing a little bit of speed right there. 48 of Cheshire is going to be on his inside. 23 looking to pass Klaus. Just can't make it happen right now. He's going to have that 86 right up behind him. And they're still battling it out side by side. We know Coonan has a fast car. He's going to be looking to get back up towards the front as soon as possible, sitting in that 8th spot. Looks like our buddy Barrow dropped back a few spots. Unfortunately, he's back in 14th, but he's going to be looking to get that back through the end of the race. Lap 101. We only got a few laps to go until our caution for stage 2. Justin just not able to create that gap that Coonan was getting. Ellswick just holding on for dear life. Fighting as hard as he can to try to get up front. Ellswick, a veteran driver here at GEC. Champion driver, I should say. Doing an amazing job of keeping momentum and keeping that car straight. I know he's making Justin nervous. Oh, Ellswick looking down low, trying to take that spot away. Just can't make it happen on that turn. He's going to be so close to Justin, he can smell that tailpipe. There we go. He's going to be wrapping that corner just like him. Not letting that 7 car go nowhere. As we come back to the back here, Coonan up one more spot in the 7th position behind Wesley Lynch in the 33. Wesley Lynch is going to be up 10 spots tonight. Chris Campbell up in 3rd place now. He's going to be up 11 spots, doing a great job of maintaining up behind Ellswick. Ellswick's created a decent gap.
Showing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, now the 66 and then 7 has created almost a 3-second gap with Chris Campbell right there in 3rd place. They're starting to run away with this. You said when was the next stage?
Next stage is at 140.
140. Okay, so we got a little bit to go, ladies and gentlemen. That's all right. Thomas Coonan up in front of the 86. Shane Cochran trying to get that spot back up and get into the top 5. '71 diving down low on the 86 is Shane Cochran. Shane Cochran going up high. Kenneth Gallman's going to go ahead and take that spot from Shane Cochran, putting Gallman in 8th. I see it. What I'm seeing in Austin tonight is a lot of courtesy. A lot of courtesy on the track. Coonan still trying to battle his way back into the top 5 as well. He's looking for the back of Wesley Lynch. Lynch now passing Chad Ashley.
Courtesy is probably the right word for what we're seeing out there. I think for the amount of complaints we got about coming to this track and the amount of sliding and how dangerous it was going to be and for everybody thinking it was a caution fest, I think coming here has actually made the drivers respect the track and each other just a little bit more, knowing that it is going to be a tougher race just to be on the track. And as we speak, there's a caution.
Looks like Joe Barrow was involved in something right there. Barrow trying to avoid the 89 of Wilson. Got loose, went down low, hit the inside wall, and came back up into the 2 car. '89 gets loose. 4 dives down low. Too quick, it looked like. Too much turn in the wheel. Barrow takes a good hit and then comes up into the 2. 2 doesn't look like he took too much damage, but it does look like they are going to have to pit to get some of that fixed, unfortunately. As 99% of the drivers now come down into the pits, we do see a couple drivers that decided not to do so. Well, 2 drivers mainly, Shane Cochran and Andrew Lons. Andrew Lons trying to get that lap back he missed on the beginning. I don't know if he'll get it if Shane Cochran doesn't pit. Cochran's going to have, what, 25 laps? Maybe a little less that he's going to have to do.
Yeah.
Well, the last pit for Shane Cochran was actually only lap 87. So he might be all right. Those guys only have 25 laps on Shane Cochran right now. That's not bad. But that's going to put him in the lead for the first time today. He's going to be taking home some points. He's definitely looking to take that stage. I can see it already. Ellswick back out front with Justin Harris in that number 7. They're going to be looking to get back to their battle on the track. They were about 4 seconds ahead of third place during that battle. So they were jumping up pretty significantly. This is going to give Thomas Kunin, sitting in the 7th spot, a good opportunity to be able to jump back up into the top 5 and possibly get back out front and start leading laps again. A lot of racing to go still here, ladies and gentlemen. 117 laps, a 250 for the down and out, 175 at Richmond. Again, thank you all for being here. This is going to be a lot of fun. Pace car is off the track again. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Start cam. Green flag is up in the air, and here we go. All right, 86 getting a decent little bit of run. Ellswick's going to be right there up behind him as close as possible. We do have another caution that came out. I do not see any contacts. Oh yeah, that's going to be bad. Klaus Brahm getting into some action right there, unfortunately. Looks like the 54 of Chad Ashley just came down a little bit too much on the 89 of Brad Wilson. They're going to go ahead and make contact coming out of that corner right there. Let's go ahead and get with Brad Wilson and see what happened. A lot of checking up going on right there. Yeah, it just looks like Ashley came down a little bit too far. Too bad for Klaus, man. He was doing a really great job. Hopefully he can get that damage fixed and get back out on the track. It does look like he is coming back out right now, or he's coming into the pits right now. Chad Ashley already into the pits. I'm not sure if he was involved into anything else. I believe they both still have fast repairs, so they should be able to get back out on the track. I'm not sure if that's going to put them a lap down either. I don't think it will. Kunin, that's going to put him up into the 5th spot. He just gained 2 positions off of that restart right there, so he's going to be in a great striking distance to try to get back up front. That's going to put him right behind Caleb Ellswick on the restart. I know it's not who those guys up front wanted to see back up here, but he is back up here, and it's a good, strong possibility he could be back up leading laps very soon. Shane Cochran's going to have a lot to fight off in the next 19, 18 laps. A lot of competition right there behind him. Cochran up 4 spots for the day from where he qualified in at. Here we go, back double file again. Shane Cochran opting to stay on that inside. 7 is going to restart on the outside. Hopefully they can get a little bit of help from the guys behind them. The number 8, Tyler K, he's going to be up behind the 7. 86 and 66 are going to have to work together. 2 GEC veterans on the bottom. 2 GEC rookies on the top. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, for our restart. Green flag. '86 able to get a little bit of distance between the two, let them fight it out. He's going to want to run his own race. Shane Cochran, he's going to let the 7 up on his outside. That's going to slow the 66 down a little bit. 66 is going to be looking to get around that 86. And as he does, he gets right up on his side right there. We could be pushing it 3 wide here in a moment. 66 pushes a little hard riding up the track. He's going to have to let out, allowing that 86 to get back up next to him. And that is another down and out yellow, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. Looked like involving Kenneth Gallman and Richard Elliott. Gallman looks like he got sideways. Oh, whoa. What? Hold on. Did they both do the same thing on the same turn in the same spot? They had to have. It's like a pirouette. They did the same thing at the same exact time on the same spot. Really unfortunate for both drivers. That's going to put them towards the back a little bit. Gallman fighting real hard all night. But as we heard other drivers in the practice say, there is oil on that part of the track. We've clearly seen it just then. It's going to be another battle. Harris now starting up front in front of Shane Cochran. Looks like he was able to gain that position from him. Coonan still fighting his way from number 5. Ellswick is going to be now back and forth. Or third, sorry. Ellswick's in third. Tyler Kay is in fourth. Thomas Coonan in fifth. O2 barely making it out past the pace car. He's going to go ahead and try to stay on that lead lap. Majority of our drivers are actually on the lead lap that are still in the race. We only have 3 that aren't. I know these guys are excited, but they're just going to have to keep that patience going for a little while longer. We still got over 100 laps to go. About 125 laps to be, well, 122.
Yeah, we were doing so well there for a while.
Well, I think we're still doing good. They just got to get back in the groove and get separated from each other again, and I think we're going to go back to great racing. They've been doing an amazing job, you know. I expected such a couple self spins and stuff. So as long as it's not destroying a bunch of cars, man, I'm happy with these down and out cautions. Here we go. Pace cars off the track. 7 and 86 are gonna battle it out here at Richmond. Here we go. Green flag. '99 up into the wall. He's going to be coming around. Looks like Thomas Coonan made his way up into third. He's going to be right up behind that number 66, chasing down that number 7. .33 of Lynch is able to get up in front of Jay Marion. They're going to be side by side right now, trying to chase down that 52 of Campbell. Got a little bit of smoke on the backstretch. I'm not sure. Somebody must have locked it up a little bit. Here we go. 33 fighting hard to try to take that spot away. He wants to be able to battle with Cochran to get into that top 5. 33 up high into the wall. 11 slowing down a little bit. 89 down into the back wall. 89 took a lot of damage on that one. Brad Wilson, he might be limping around the track. Looks like he's still going. I don't know if he has like wheel damage or what, but he's able to keep it on the track. Does look like he's significantly slower though. These cars are going to be able to pass him with no problem, unfortunately. 92 up into the wall as well. Unfortunate for Brad Wilson. You don't want to see that for him. 54 side by side with the 41, trying to battle it out right there for looks like 10th spot. These guys are out there doing a great job. 96 of Justin Openchowski getting on the inside of 3, passing him for that spot right there. Justin Openchowski now up in 8th. Number 3 is not going to let it go lightly. He's going to be back trying to get on the outside of Justin Openchowski. Brom fighting with his own teammate out there. They're going to be side by side. 41-48 going into turn 1 and 2. 71 dives down low on Campbell right there. Rides up high. .41 dives down low on his teammate of the 48. 48 to Cheshire looking to save that spot. 71 getting loose right there. 52 able to pass. 52 now cutting it 3 wide right there. Down. Oh, and he locks it up. Oh, they go into Cheshire. Cheshire's able to recover. Let's go take a look. Cheshire able to stay around, keeping it green flag. Noble. Very noble by any driver that does that. They could have easily turned it and tried to get the yellow, but he didn't. He stayed straight on. What a good guy. Cheshire going out there in the 48, doing godly things. He's going to be looking to pass that 92. Klaus Brom out there in 13th place of Cheshire's partner, looking to get up into the top 10. .97 of Lawns also... Sorry. Yeah, 97 of Lawns also trying to get up behind Klaus, seeing if he can get that spot away from Chris Campbell. Three is sideways right there coming out of 1 and 2. Locks it up. He's able to maintain of Dustin Haynes. That is going to be a yellow for our stage. Our stage winner for this one is going to be Justin Harris, coming out with a dominating restart. He is going to go ahead and be our new leader as well. He's going to go ahead and take home that 10 points, and then it's going to be Coonan, Tyler K, Ellswick, Cochran, Lynch, Openchowski, Ashley, Marion, and Gallman for your stage winners. Wow, amazing racing up right up there to the end, man. That we had a couple incredible saves. Did you see any of those, Austin? Looks like he's gonna be.
Yeah, dude, absolutely, absolutely, dude. That was some of the best saves I've seen in a long time, and that's speaking to again some of the experience that we have on this track, and that we're starting to see from these drivers coming into. What is it, our second or third season now in these cars. It's really starting to show. They're getting the speed, but they're also getting the ability to save some of these crazy spins.
Yeah, that save by Cheshire, man. He did a great job of not causing that yellow to come out.
Definitely had a couple. I think I've counted 3 or 4 already of people who have definitely spun it enough to make a caution on most tracks and have been able to save it and not cause the yellow.
Well, it looks like Tyler K is going to be pitting late down on the bottom of the track. I think he might have got a flag to drop to the back. That's going to be unfortunate for the number 8. He was doing good and running up front all night. Not where you want to catch this flag at, but he does have about 100 laps, little over 100 laps to be able to try to get back up front. Openchowski looking for top 5 to jump in the top 5 for the first time tonight. He's going to be up behind the 86 of Shane Cochran. Barrow now in the pits as well. That is going to... He's definitely going to lap down, I want to say. Yeah, Barrow went a few laps down. I'm not sure what happened. Let's see if Barrow is available. And we got a restart. 23 is going to be getting a decent jump on the 66 and the 7. I don't know if they had it all together on that restart right there, but it is going to be a battle to the front. As we have contact with the number 4 of Barrow. What happened out there, man? We didn't even see why you were in the pit. All right, we're having a communication issue with the number 4 at the moment, but we're gonna We're gonna go. Oh, there he is, number 4, Barrow. Barrow, we seen you were sitting in the pits about 6 laps so down. What happened?
Well, I had to use my fast repair earlier, and then just got a little loose coming out of 4 there, and couldn't keep it off the wall.
Oh man, that sucks. How much damage? How much time on damage did you have?
I had 7 minutes, and I got 14 seconds left.
All right, man. Well, get back out there. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
You were in skid mark, right?
Yep.
There we go. That is the number 4, just letting us know what happened. Unfortunately, the wall has claimed another one tonight. He's going to be a few laps down, but he's going to get back out there and try it. Looks like we had a crash from Richard Elliott. Oh, what? How did they... What? They kept that green? No way! 52 with the amazing save right there. No, that was insane. Hold on. I have got to go back and watch that. Sorry, everybody, just bear with me. That was nuts. Right, gets tapped by the 54. 54 locks him up in front. Comes down and, oh my lord. Wow, amazing talent by all these drivers out here tonight, I have to say. 41, diving it in hard, bumps. Oh, Klaus Brahm getting into the 52 right after that. No good. That is going to go ahead and bring out another down and out caution, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and re-rack them again. Chris Campbell and Klaus Brahm. Brahm coming in real hot on that last turn right there. Let's go ahead and back it up a little more. Yeah, it looks like Klaus might have just came in too hot. Doesn't look like Haynes took a lot of damage. Hopefully Brahm is able to get back out there. He's been a decent front runner this whole time. Does look like he's able to maintain. Still with a little bit of damage on that right front end there. He's going to have to pit to see if he can get some of that fixed. Still, amazing save by Chris Campbell and that group back there. A lot of checking up. Man, I'll tell you, a lot of forgiveness in that. Because some people would have just ran right through and caused the caution. Nope, they kept it all stable and kept it straight running. I mean, very, very impressive. Barrow back into the pits again. I don't know if he was involved in that crash or not. He might just be getting some more damage fixed. I don't think the vehicle was controlling very good for him after that. Here we go. Lights are going to be off the pace car. These guys are going to go ahead and go back double file. 66 is going to be on the outside of Thomas Coonan. Going to give him a little bit of competition out there. Thomas Coonan doing a great job in this season, taking a win home already. Definitely competent to be able to do it again. He's going to have a little bit of clean air, and he's had a couple good restarts. He's led most of the laps here tonight. So it's going to be really exciting to see what happens on this restart. Openchowski also up in the top 5 for the first time today. He's going to be 13 positions up from where he started. Good work. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Green flag is out.
What do you know? Thomas Coonan right back up front.
Yep, I seen it. Like I can predict the
caution
future.
and an EOL can stop that man from ending up back at that lead position.
Well, these guys are all going to be fighting incredibly hard. Something happened to Ellswick?
So he was in second there for a moment, and then got passed by 3 cars. It looks like. Oh, definitely lost a little bit of traction there going into the turn.
Yeah, he's going to have to keep those tires nice and cool if he wants to be able... Oh, we got something going on back there. Marion and Tyler K. Oh, it looks like the 48. The 48 and the 54 get into each other. Cheshire... Oh, there it is. Yep, Marion in the 8. Looks like Marion got loose. Yeah, and, oh man, not what you wanted to see for the 8 either.
Copy 11 claim.
Looks like the 11 did claim that caution, so that is going to be on him, unfortunately. Not what we wanted to really see for either of those drivers tonight, but we're going to go ahead and pull up one of our main drivers tonight. We have Thomas Coonan up in the booth with us. Thomas, you got a copy?
Got a copy.
Coming out here, starting from the pole position, being able to work your way from a penalty and an incident. What's going on? How's it going out there?
Honestly, I felt like I've been in a groove today. Except for that self-spin incident I had earlier. I think I pitched it towards the corner. But overall, being up here in the front, I felt like I've been in the groove and just been able to just make things work when I needed to do. Although being farther back was a little bit more difficult, but I still was able to get back up here to the front.
As we suspected, you may be able to get back up front. Obviously, you know, putting down the pace that you've put down, that is not where these guys obviously wanted you to be, right? You've been getting that clean air, being able to separate yourself. You had a decent gap earlier of almost 2 seconds. You've led the most laps in the race. So there is a decent fear of these guys having you out front. Do you think they're going to race you harder for it?
I definitely won't. I wouldn't be stupid if I wasn't expect that. I definitely try to leave the respect and try to leave them a room to hold their line on the corners and not trying to make contact. But I definitely do expect some resistance from the 7 of Harris, and of course sometimes from my teammates a little bit, as well as Ellswick too.
Yeah, Ellswick's been up there pretty good, man. But again, you've been able to, once you're out front, it doesn't seem like they're good. They can actually create the distance to be able to catch you. So hopefully you can keep it up there, man. We look forward to it. You guys are about to restart. Good luck, Koonin, and have fun.
Thank you. You too. Have fun up there in the booth.
No, always. All right, that's our leader, Thomas Koonin, in the 23. He's going to be taking us back on another restart right here. 161 laps in, 250 altogether. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, around turns 3 and 4. Hopefully for the last time on a restart tonight. Pace cars off the track. Here we go. Geico restart zone. Green flag. Koonin creating a huge gap right away for himself. 7 of Harris back in the chase to get in front of him. 86 of Shane Cochran is now going to go ahead and take that 3rd spot. Ellswick's going to follow up in 4th. Justin Openchowski in 5th. I think now most of all, Austin, this is when they really got to keep their heads on their shoulders. The competition is going to ramp up a little bit, so they're really going to have to make smart decisions to keep themselves in this race.
Oh, absolutely. Especially at this point, we have, I believe, 9 cautions. All have been claimed, meaning every single driver that's claimed a caution is now riding that line of causing another one, claiming it, and being parked for the night.
Yeah, that's also, I didn't even think about that, but that definitely is going to create a little bit of reservation if you've already been in an incident to cause another one. Yeah, after that second claim, you are parked for the night, unfortunately, and nobody's trying to have that happen after all this hard work. Speaking of hard work, Gallman trying to fight with the 96 to get up in the top 5 for the first time tonight. Gallman is really a great driver, but the 96 is not having it. He's not going to let him by. They're going to go ahead and get back in line. Number 3 of Haynes looking to be up into the top 5 for the first time today, getting into the top 10 after an incident earlier tonight. Able to recover. Gallman taps the 96 on the back a little bit, giving him a little bit of room to get up on his side. It's going to be a battle down the front stretch. Gallman diving down low, looking on the inside of 86, Cochran there. Gallman having to slow down a little bit, but he's able to get that spot away from the 96, and now he's looking at Shane Cochran. Gallman on the inside of Shane Cochran. He's going to be looking to take that 5th spot away, or that 4th spot away, and as he does, we're looking at the 2 teammates, 96 and 97. They're going to be for OCS Racing. It's got to be a good time to have your teammate with you right there towards the end up front. They're looking at the back of Lynch. Openchowski trying to take that spot away from Lynch. Openchowski's still up 11 spots from where he started. Lynch is going to be up 10 spots. .52 fighting with that 54 back there, Chad Ashley. They're going to be side by side. 52 not relinquishing that spot. He's going to maintain enough momentum out of this turn to be able to stay up front. But it does look like Chad Ashley is not going to be giving up today. He's going to be fighting hard to get that position from him. Well, they got a lot of competition behind him as well. They got the number 8 of Tyler K. He's been one of the fastest cars all night long. '54, Cheshire have to check up a little bit right there for the 52. He's going to lose a little bit of speed, giving the 8 the advantage. 8 is looking on the inside of the 54 now. Three, Dustin Haynes battling with the 52, coming down the backstretch. As we check on our leader, Thomas Coonan, he is now 1 second ahead of Justin Harris in that second spot. Caleb Ellswick is followed up in that third. Still an amazing battle by our front runners, but we got a lot of battling going on towards the back as well. Number 8, number 3, number 54, all giving it all they got. 54 looking on the inside of the number 3. Three and 54 still battling it out back there. Chad Ashley in the 54 and the 48 now battling it out there for 12th spot. He's looking to take that spot away from Cheshire. Ashley trying to fight back and forth. It looks like he looked in and looked out real quick. He's also got to be worried because 48's got his teammate, the 41, right behind him, and for that Racers for Christ team. Being stuck between a teammate sandwich is no good, especially if that teammate's trying to slow you down for his buddy. Then Klaus Brahm, he's a good driver all in himself, so he could catch up and definitely take that spot away. Still an amazing battle back here. Oh, locking them up with the number 3. They're still able to maintain that green flag. 41's going to go ahead and pass. Good reaction time by the 54 right there. 54 able to get around it. Let's go ahead and check back up with our leaders. Thomas Coonan now 1.3 seconds ahead of our second place. Coonan now fighting off, it looked like lap traffic right there of Jay Marion. Harris, he's going to be trying to fight forward, but Harris has also got his own battle going on. Looks like Caleb Ellswick is going to be right there trying to fight it. Oh man, Ellswick's got something to worry about. Gallman is going to be right behind him. Let's go ahead and ride around with Gallman for a moment and see what he's got going on in that car. Wow, tight racing out there.
Definitely a great one to watch. We have had more green flag racing than I think most of these racers have expected coming into this race, but it's been beautiful to watch.
Yeah, man, it's like a well-made meal. These guys prepared and they're doing a great job.
Well, deep into this race, it looks like we have 16 of these drivers still on the lead lap, with one of those drivers only one lap down. So still definitely within the competition there.
Well, Gallman was able to battle that spot away from the 66. Unfortunately, 66 getting a little bit loose back there on that last turn. Haynes been fighting for positions all night long. Hopefully he can find his way up into the top 10 here soon. 97, Andrew Lawn's up behind the number 8. These guys have been putting on a hell of a battle all night long as well. Andrew Lawn's unfortunately involved in that little incident a little bit before the race. JJ Jonas says they're using NOS. I saw it. Down and Out Gaming, go IT and out. Could not make it tonight. He had to work, unfortunately. McMillan, he actually sponsored this race for Down and Out, for the Down and Out 175 at Richmond. Thank you so much, buddy. We appreciate you, and sorry you couldn't make it tonight. Hopefully you had a good night at work. .11 riding up a little bit high, trying to avoid those cars on the lead lap there. A lot of courtesy coming from the number 11 there. Good job on his part. 96 trying to stay up front in that top 10. Fortunately, he has dropped back a little bit, trying to fight his way back up front. He is still going to be right behind his teammate of Andrew Lawn, so that could help him.
Sounds like we are starting to get to one of our final pit cycles here.
Yeah, it looks like we got 48 dropping in. Focus is going to be on these leaders. When are they going to come in and take their pit stop? Are you hearing? Oh yeah, it looks like 54 is now coming out. Any other takers? Cheshire, Andrew Lawns also went in. So they don't have enough to make it to the end, right?
That I am not 100% sure on. I was not able to grab fuel lap counters from any of the drivers pre-race.
Well, the oldest pit stops out there are going to be lap 141. So if they could, I don't think they could make 110 laps on a tank of fuel.
No.
But that 148 of Tyler K, I don't know. We'll see. The last time he pitted was 158. And he's now back up in 6th. So he's doing a great job of maintaining position, and he's got more gas than everybody else. .33 and 66, battling it out. Wesley Lynch finding himself up into the top 5 for one of the first times tonight as well. It said Andrew Lons had crashed? No. Oh, he did. No, he didn't. Oh, dang it, man. Not what you wanted to see for Mr. Lons right there. I'm hoping he was able to get that car back turned around, but there's a lot of traffic. It's going to be hard to do. There he goes. Safely gets it around. Nicely done by the 97. Somehow keeping a green flag. That's crazy. That is going to put Andrew Lons a couple laps down, unfortunately. Maybe even 3 laps down. Not what you wanted to see for Andrew Lons. He was doing an amazing job all night long. It's going to be up to his teammate to try to collect as many points as possible now. Justin Openchowski, he's going to be up in that 7th spot, up 11 positions.
And that is the leader I see coming into pits.
Yes, you are right. Thomas Coonan now dropping into the pits. We also have Gallman coming into the pits with him. That's going to put Justin Harris up in the front. He's going to be leading laps again tonight. Lynch now coming down into the pits as well. Tyler K back up into 2nd place, but he is going to be 5, almost 6 seconds behind Justin Harris at the moment. Like I said, Tyler K's got more fuel than anybody on the track right now, so he's going to be able to take a little bit of a longer run. I think he's going to force Justin to pit and try to lead some laps. What do you think? .207 at 250 here at Richmond for the down and out 175. These guys are cycling through for their green flag pit stops. Justin Harris now coming in for the pits. Like I said, Tyler's going to stay out there. He's going to be leading some laps. He's got Dusty Haynes right on his backside. He's going to have to be careful. Dustin Haynes, a very talented driver. Amazing battles going on out here. Number 8 looks like he's coming down into the pits now. 89, 86 battling it out. Tyler now coming down into the pits. Thomas Coonan looks like he's back up front again. Created a small distance of 2.3 seconds on our second place. We're going to do something that we've never done before, guys. We're going to go ahead and do a free game giveaway. This is going to be a game giveaway that we're just going to post the code. Anybody that gets it the fastest will actually be able to claim the game. There is a possibility that it could be scheduled one, but this is a random key that I have no idea what the game is. So we're going to go ahead and post that. I'm going to do a countdown real quick. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Code is going into the chat right now, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and grab that code, go to Steam, and claim your prize. First one to get it wins. Good luck, everybody. As we get back to the race, Thomas Coonan is now in a little bit of a lap traffic, making his way around the front of the pack. Still with a little bit of a gap. We do have a few laps here left to go, 32 to be exact. These guys have put on a hell of a show tonight, doing an amazing job of keeping it together and showing everybody what talent looks like. 99 up behind the 4, having a little bit of trouble earlier. He's just still going to be a few laps down. Whoever gets the game, let us know what you got in the chat. That'd be great. Let us know who actually got to claim it. That'd be awesome too. (41.3), 66, battling it out. The 3 is gonna be a lap down, I believe. No, the 3 is not gonna be a lap down. He's gonna be on the lead lap, but he's gonna be battling it out with Ellswick. Ellswick somehow went a lap down during the round of pit stops right there. I'm not sure what happened. Thomas Coonan still almost 2.6 seconds ahead of Harris. Harris has got a good, almost the same gap on Gallman, and Gallman's got a 1 second gap on Lynch. So these guys are all pretty separated out there, all doing an amazing job. You guys didn't see the code? I posted it right there in the chat. Did it not work? Hold up. So again, that is going to be a Steam code. You have to go in to redeem it through Steam. Huh.
I don't see anything in the chat.
Really? I wonder why it's not letting me post. Alright. Hold on. I might be able to do it a different way.
You can try DMing it to me as well if you want to.
Yeah, I can do that. Hold on. Did that work?
Refreshing. I don't see anything.
Still nothing, huh? Alright, I'm gonna post it to Swanson. I don't know why they wouldn't let me give a Steam code out in the chat. That's not appropriate.
Worst case scenario, you can always do a text box overlay on stream.
Yeah, that's true. "25 laps to go here at Richmond." There we go. There's your code, ladies and gentlemen. I got it right at the bottom of the screen for you. That, again, is a Steam code. You have to go into Steam to redeem that code. Good luck, whoever gets it. Let us know what game it is, too. No, we don't even know what game it is. There is a possibility it could be Schedule 1, so that's a really amazing game right now. As we got as much luck as these guys have out here with only 23 laps to go at Richmond, Down and Out 175 is taking off. A lot of battling going on towards the back to jockey for position. I'm going to go ahead and lower make it a little smaller here. Put it down towards the bottom. There you guys go. That is going to be your Steam code. 17 looking to get up underneath the 3 right there of Sprouse. Oh, it was Hitman 2? Oh, he said he didn't get it, but it was Hitman 2. I wonder who got it.
Still pretty cool.
Nah. Oh, Ray got it. Good job, Ray. Congratulations, man. Enjoy. If you've never played it, that is awesome. I'm super happy to do that. We're going to be doing this every single race. So we'll give out a free code, and the codes will vary into gold status. Gold status will be AAA games. This is actually one of the indie game ones, but it had the potential to go to Schedule 1, so that's really, really cool. But thank you for participating, guys. 19 laps to go here at Richmond. This has turned out to be an awesome race, and we're super happy everybody's here. Number 4, fighting to jockey for position with the 89. Alright, we'll go ahead and get rid of that code now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, not that. Thank you for participating, and good luck next time for those of you that did not win. Now I like it like that. That way they actually have to look at it, and they can't copy and paste it. They have to type it out. That's great. Good idea,
Yeah.
Austin.
Yes. Smart by YouTube. Good use of the overlay.
Absolutely. Well, at this point, it is going to be Thomas Kunin's race to lose, man. I don't know what happened, but he is now only 1.7 seconds ahead of Harris. There must have been some kind of mishap. Maybe he got into some of that lap traffic. He is approaching Barrow from the back right at the moment. It looks like he did have to pass Wilson at one point. I'm not sure when that had actually happened.
Definitely some lap traffic issues there. It's looking like his last lap posted was actually a 22.9, so he's well off his regular pacing.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, and we have a caution, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be hopefully one of our last down and out cautions tonight. Coonan is going to go ahead and re-rack. That's going to involve Brad Wilson, unfortunately, in that 89. Let's go ahead and see what happened to him. Just one of those self-spins all by himself. Nobody else, no contact by any other cars, it looks like. Good job by everybody and Brad Wilson to keeping it out of everybody's way. A lot of control from these guys tonight. And that is going to give the opportunity for some of these guys to go ahead and make a decision if they want to pit or not. That is going to be detrimental coming towards the end of this race. This could make or break a race right here. Looks like Coonan is still in the top spot. Tyler is going to go ahead and take that away. He's just going to decide not to pit. That is going to put our leaders back a few positions. They're only going to have like 10 laps to be able to get back up front. You think they're going to be able to do it, Austin? Well, Austin is dealing with race control issues at the moment. That's going to put Justin Openchowski up 16 spots into P2. The number 11 and number 17 look like they're trying to get some laps back right there. They're going to go ahead and stay out front. Coonan, he's going to be in that 4th position, so he's not going to be too far off of where he was. These guys are going to have a hell of a battle coming up from the back. Like I was saying, Austin, you think it was a good idea for those guys to pit, or do you think the fresh tires are going to hurt them more than they're going to help them at this point, being so close to the end?
Well, I think there's definitely still some value to the pit for a lot of these drivers. Again, I'll have to bow to some driver experience here as somebody who doesn't drive personally, but there's definitely has to be a logical thought process there for enough drivers to go ahead and take advantage of that there. I guess we will find out over these next 2 or 3 laps the difference between those who did and those who didn't.
Well, that put Coonan in 4th place. He's definitely within striking distance. Here we go. Green flag's out. 8 gets a hell of a jump on the pack. He's going to create that little bit of gap he needs to be able to run his own race there for a minute. Tyler K out front. 96, he's going to be slowed up, slowing down Coonan. Coonan trying to get by, but he can't make it around the 96. 96 of Openchowski going to hold that 2nd spot. 52 up in... Oh, no. Oh, no. Thomas Coonan. Something just happened back there really bad. Let me go back to Coonan real fast. It's going to be in this next turn, I think. Oh, Coonan blew an engine. He is jumped to the pits. I don't know if that's going to be his... That's his race. Oh, man. Not what you want to see for Coonan right now. Not what you want to see at all. 8 laps to go in this gripping race. He's been the leader for most of it. Took this first stage, led the most laps, sitting in 3rd for the restart, or 4th for the restart, about within striking distance. But a 52 just comes right up out of nowhere and bumps into him and another car, sending them both out into the wall. That, I think, is going to be Kunin's race, unfortunately. He is not going to be happy with that, Swanson.
Oh, no, he is not. I'm surprised I haven't heard anything on the radio so far from a single driver. I can only imagine what's going through everybody's head at this moment.
It looked like the 52 just came in a little bit too hot. Let's go ahead and just take another look at it real quick.
Copy.
Yeah, 52 locked it up coming into the turn. You can see the smoke coming off that tire. That's
Yes,
going to
sir.
collect Brahm as well, unfortunately. Brahm having to go down into the pits just to get out of that. As we come back to another restart here at Richmond, we only have a few laps to go to complete this race, and there's been so much competition going on. Unfortunately, Kunin wound up in that last incident, and that might be his race. But the lights are off the pace car. Number 8 down low, 96 up high. Here we go. Pace car is going to be off the track. Green flag in the air. Green, green, green. Number 8 able to get another little bit of a jump. Openchowski not trying to let him go. 52 is going to be right there on the outside of the 71. 96 getting loose. He's going to lose 4 spots right there on that. 52 locking him up again. And we have another caution, another down and out caution here. Brad Wilson, Menchaca, and Andrew Lawns getting involved in that one. Oh, it involved the 66. Wow, the 11. I don't know how he maintained that. What happened to Lawns? Oh, he got
Lawns
tipped.
got clipped by Menchaca.
Yeah, he got tipped. Dang. He's been involved in a couple incidents tonight. That's so unfortunate to see. He's been working so hard to get back up front. As we make it to the last stretch of the race, man, it seems like the hardest part for our drivers tonight. As they put on a hell of a show up until this point, a lot of green flag laps. It's just so hard with all the pressure out there to pull the last few laps together. Being in restarts, it doesn't help either. Looked like the 52 locked it up coming into that last corner again. I hope he's going to be able to take this next restart and get around that corner successfully, because if not, if he locks it up again, it might cause a big one. As we know, Campbell, great driver, been with GEC for quite some time. Just a very technical track. It's hard to race, especially when you have that much pressure on the restart with only a couple laps to go. Looks like Kunin back out on the track, but unfortunately he is going to be a couple laps down. Blowing an engine and having to tow out on one of these short tracks has got to be the hardest thing to do.
Ooh, green and white checkered.
Yeah, this is going to be one of our first green and white checkers of the season. We haven't had very many green white checkers. Looks like Tyler Kay and Kenneth Gallman are going to be battling it out for the restart here at Richmond for the Down and Out 175. This has been one of the most exciting races we've been able to watch all season. Here we go. Pace cars off the track. We're going back to the Geico restart zone. Green flag. A little bit of bumping right there in the beginning. Jockeying for position 86 is Shane Cochran trying to fight his way out to the front. Number 8 creating a decent gap for himself, able to get up there. He's going to be running his own race here in a moment. They get final lap. No more cautions for this. Austin, here we go. Last time around Richmond. 8 battling it out with the 71.
This is it. Definitely not the podium finishers that we were expecting 5 laps ago. But here we are.
Not at all. And the number 8 takes it home. I told you we were going to get a new winner tonight, Austin. I knew it. Tyler Kay. And that was my pick as well.
Dang, I thought my pick had it in the bag. Coonan had one heck of a race up until the end there. That is one unfortunate end. And of course, as soon as I think it, I end up having to knock on wood. Every caution up until the last 2 claimed by a driver. One heck of a race, even with the amount of cautions we had.
Yeah, no, race. Awesome race. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get back to you with our driver interviews. We'll see you here in a moment. All right, guys, we are back with our driver interviews. We're going to start off with the first one tonight. Tyler Kay, first season to GEC, coming out here and taking a win home in the Cup Series. Great job. Hard technical track. Richmond is very difficult, and coming out here and taking a home a win is a hell of an achievement. Great job.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. What's going through your mind for race 7?
A lot of stuff right now, man. I'm in the playoffs. I'm just able to do it, man. It's hard coming in a new league and showing up and winning a race, especially with all these talented guys in here. It's a lot of confidence for me. It's a lot of confidence for our team. This is our second win of the season. I know we're gonna get many more. It was an awesome race, man.
Well, from the boost perspective, you guys put on the best race as far as we're concerned. You guys did an amazing job of keeping those cars straight. Couple self spins here and there. Low caution count. You guys did a great job for 250 laps, 175 miles at Richmond. Amazing job.
Thank you.
Absolutely, man. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
Unfortunately, of course, my father. He's asleep right now. Not watching like usual. Want to thank hopefully my stepmom's downstairs watching. Just want to thank everybody, Thomas, Cochran, everybody up there that doesn't get the credit that they usually do. All the broadcast guys, the admins, everybody. Everybody in this league. Thank you for accepting me and racing me clean, and I'm just so happy, man.
Nah, great job, good win. Welcome to the playoffs.
Thank you.
Absolutely. As we move on to our second place driver, Kenneth Gallman, obviously not a shy person for a podium finish, coming out here in second place here at Richmond. What's going through your mind for race 7, Gallman?
Huge confidence builder. It's been kind of an up and down season so far, but it's been fun. Good win by the 8, man. It wasn't, this track right here wasn't one that you wanted to take risky moves on at the risk of wrecking both of you. He was fast, man. You guys put on a great show. It feels good to get a second podium of the season. It's been rough. I had to battle quite a bit of adversity tonight, one of my own doing. So, but I'm happy with the second place finish, man. I can't complain.
Well, you did a great job as always, Gallman, GEC veteran, coming out and racing with a bunch of guys, for the first time, especially at a technical track like this, sliding in, sliding out. It's very, very hard to race here, and people don't understand how hard it is to keep that car underneath you.
Oh, it's a challenge. I've been preparing for this race for a while since I saw it on the schedule. So, because I knew I've run on this track a couple of times just goofing off, and I couldn't get around the track, so I had to bear down and figure it out. It was such a fun race. I'm happy with it.
Well, you guys did an amazing job tonight. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's race?
Absolutely. First and foremost, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Without him, none of this is possible, and I wouldn't be where I'm at today. My wife, my son, my dad, my cousin out there listening. I know he's watching. The guys over at the team at Skidmark Motorsports, dude, we put in the work. These guys work hard, and Wesley does a really good job of keeping everyone informed on what's going on. Everybody works together, tests together. We put in the work, and it's built a really good camaraderie. We're BDRN brothers to the core, and I love those guys. And thank you, GEC, everybody involved. The admins, you guys broadcasting. You put on a heck of a show. Man, I can't say enough. Laughing Llama Raps. I think Walt's out of town right now, but he puts on a beautiful paint scheme for these cars. I love mine especially, but it's awesome. I want to thank everyone involved, man.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here and putting on a show. We expect to see a lot more out of you this season.
Thank you, buddy.
Absolutely. Last but not least, Shane Cochran, a Season 1 veteran from GEC, coming out here for one of his first podiums this season. Great job, Cochran. What's going through your mind?
Yeah, man, just great to get a hometown podium here. I live in Richmond. You can probably see my house if you're in the top of the stands. So I was fighting hard to get a win here at home. Didn't quite have the speed to win it, but we had some really great restarts there at the end and recovered from a wreck earlier where a guy, I forget who it was, somebody was like, hey, go on and take it. And I was ready to throw down in the corner with him, and it kind of threw me off, and I wrecked myself. So sorry for anybody who got caught up in that one. But, yeah, I think we got some decent stage points. First podium of the year, actually. But I think this is going to put us, third or fourth in points. And so we just kind of, if we can't get a win, we're just going to have to keep it consistent through the end of the regular season and fight on in the playoffs.
Well, as you've been very successful at that in the past, there has been not a single season yet you haven't won a race. So we do expect to see you in that winner's circle this season.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, the competition's really stepped up this year. Really got to thank my team, Racing Edge, Coonan and Krosick and Culleton. We're all trading tips pre-race, and some of those helped me. And then I really didn't have a fast line around the track until I had a chance to follow the 23 up through traffic after one of those restarts, just kind of hugging the bottom and making it work. So that's what gave me the speed at the end. But yeah, really excited to see two Racing Edge cars on the podium and get the victory.
Well, it's been one of the best races of the season. You guys did really, really well. We did not expect this kind of outcome coming from Richmond. We thought this was going to be a tornado, and it really wasn't. You guys put on so much talent tonight. We have no choice but to be impressed with what you guys did. Congratulations to all of you.
Yes, sir. And I got to send a shout out to my dad. As always, he's spotting and crew chiefing for me, helped me figure out what strategy we need to get a podium, and we got it tonight. So everybody head to the after party in the Discord and grab a beer.
Absolutely. Well, we'll see you there, Cochran. Thank you for being here.
All right. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for showing up. GECE NASCAR. We'll see you next time.